And I'll stay.
All right. Why don't we just start with a general introduce yourself and your title, and then go into a little bit about URT, the usual spiel that we do when somebody asks you, what is
Elevator
URT?
pitch.
What do you do?
Do you want the elevator pitch or kind of the history of?
Let's do elevator pitch, and then let's do history of.
Okay.
Let's introduce yourself, elevator pitch, history of.
Okay. My name is Jim Cornwell. I'm the president of Universal Recycling Technologies. We are a recycling company specializing in processing electronic waste, universal waste, and managing commodities coming from electronic components.
Tell us a little about the history of
Okay.
URT.
URT began in 2003 as CRT processing. We really set up the business designed around some technology that my partner and I developed to process cathode ray tubes. Those are the displays found inside televisions and monitors. The system that we built actually separated the glass into reusable components, and the glass was then sent over to different parts of the world where the glass could be melted down and reused to make new CRT glass. As the business grew and developed, we started adding on more services and more capabilities, handling consumer returns from large retail organizations, handling assets from large organizations, Fortune 500s, as well as then getting involved in shredding technology, which had the ability to convert scrap materials, specifically from electronic components, into reusable commodities, copper, silver, gold, and other precious metals. In 2007, we became part of the Hendricks Holding Group, which really spurred the growth of our business. We acquired companies in New Hampshire and Texas, developed a greenfield facility in Clackamas, Oregon, which is a suburb of Portland, and it really grew into a national presence. Today we work with 21 large original equipment manufacturers, from Samsung, Panasonic, and Toshiba, to large corporations throughout the U.S., and it's really given us the position to provide services not only to OEMs, corporate Fortune 500 businesses, but also to be able to service consumers directly at their locations. So we can provide collection points throughout the U.S. And I believe today we have approximately 1,000 different points within the U.S. that we collect from consumers, whether it's a TV, a computer, things, vacuum cleaners, blenders, you name it, we bring it in, we process it, we reuse what we can. In most cases, we break it down into original computer components and other components of the electronics, metals and glass, and all those materials are recycled.
Nice job.
Does that sound okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds great.
Nice
Okay.
job. All right.
Sounds like I'm not going to be editing.
I know, I love this. Okay, why don't we're going to go service by service, but let's start with asset because that is more closely aligned with the core tech. And then I can read you some of the bullets from the marketing piece and we can add those into.
Okay.
But let's just talk about URT's asset program in general and asset offerings.
Okay. URT's asset program is very specialized and focused for our business clients. In today's age of technology, computers and other types of electronic equipment turn over on a very reoccurring basis every 3 to 5 years. Technology improves, businesses want the latest and the greatest to improve their operation. Our asset business works with those corporations to bring those used electronic equipment in, to test them, to remove sensitive data from our customers, and then to refurbish that equipment so it can be reused somewhere else. So we'll work with our clients to identify the make, model, serial number, to scrub the data, to inventory it, to make sure it's working correctly. And then we have secondary markets throughout the U.S. and really throughout the world that once we identify the equipment's working properly, that we market the equipment to. And that equipment then goes and can be reused for companies that really can't afford the latest and greatest but still need a usable piece of technology. From an asset point of view, we're able then to take the value that we gain from reselling that equipment and share it back with our customers. So it really turns out to be a valuable program for our clients as well as ourselves.
How about let's introduce the CTI URT partnership. So, so in cooperation with Core Technologies Inc., URT is an approved Lockheed provider for asset recovery services. Can we do something like that? I know that's
Sure.
Okay. Or anything along those lines, so then we can go into CTI and URT provide.
Okay. In cooperation with Core Technologies, URT has worked, sorry.
It's okay, we do these, it's no,
Yeah. In cooperation with Core Technologies, URT has designed a program to provide asset remarketing services on behalf of Lockheed Martin and the equipment that they generate. This program is a nationwide program where it's more of a hands-on operation. It's still not coming out.
That's okay. We'll be able to cut, so just, yeah.
Okay. I'm trying to think of more along the lines of
We could
the
even cut
partnership.
where you ended with the partnership and then say CTI and URT are ready to provide, and then we could even do bullet by bullet if you want.
Okay.
Okay.
CTI and URT are ready to provide Lockheed a national program for managing your assets, facility by facility. We can come on site, do a white gloves approach where we collect the material, we inventory it, we package it, we take it from your facility to ours, we test it, we refurbish it if necessary, and we remarket it back to an international client base. That value then is collected and returned to Lockheed, so we both share in the value of those assets.
Perfect. Let's talk about e-stewards too, because I know that's important to them, that URT
Okay.
is an e-stewards certified.
Universal Recycling Technologies is an e-Steward certified company. All our facilities have gone through the auditing program and have been certified. In addition to that, we are an ISO 9000 and 14000 certified company. So we've really developed the protocols and the practices to manage our facilities the same way each and every day. We continue to work and develop those programs to enhance them, and those programs really are the core of our business. Really comes down to working with our employees and developing those practices so everything is repeatable. Every material is handled the same way day after day. From an e-Steward certification is the highest certification program within the country. It really requires businesses managing electronic waste to ensure they're doing the right thing with the material. The certification requires mass balance of everything coming in the door to everything going out. It audits the downstream vendors. It even audits the downstreams of our direct number tier 2 downstream vendors. It ensures the material is being handled appropriately. It's not being exported to a third world country where it's being mismanaged. It's not being dumped in a ditch somewhere. It's ensuring products are handled correctly.
Good.
Good.
Yeah.
All right, good. Let's do a couple wrap-up lines that'll just be for the shorter video that's focused for Lockheed. We could do something along the lines of the marking piece or whatever you feel comfortable with. We did we're ready to do the hard work for you. We never charge a pickup or processing fee, and we guarantee a healthy return. Guarantee came from CTI, so I'm just letting you know I did not choose that word. Work smarter, not harder with CTI and URT, your partners in asset recovery, recycling, and remarketing. So whatever you feel comfortable, just something that we could use to wrap the video up, to
Okay.
encourage people to contact us.
CTI and URT are ready to be at hand for Lockheed. One call does it all. We show up, hands-on service, we pack it up, we ship it to our facilities, we inventory it, we test it. We're ready to go with one phone call.
Great, sounds good. Maybe let's do another line about e-stewards that talks about minimizing liability. Or how do you feel about that?
Okay. As an e-Steward certified company, we manage your liability by ensuring that we're being held to the highest standard each and every day. The standards of security really protects your long-term interests. We are dealing with equipment that normally will contain some type of data-sensitive information. That data needs to be wiped and destroyed before the equipment can be reused. Part of the certification program through e-Stewards ensures that our data destruction process is validated each and every day and ensures that your information is gone for good once the material leaves our facility. That liability protection is important because data getting into the wrong hands can provide harm to not only you but your customers as well.
Great. All right, let's circle back to e-waste. Let's talk about our e-waste services. So we could do two sections or just do it all in a row, both the OEM legislative side and then something that's more focused on more the B2B or consumer containers.
Okay. URT provides OEM legislative programs in 21 states throughout the U.S. Currently, we're providing service for approximately 24 large equipment manufacturers. We contract with these manufacturers to go within states that have legislative programs requiring manufacturers to provide responsible recycling to consumers. We establish collection points throughout that state. We consolidate that material, bring it back to our processing centers where the material is tested and destroyed for commodity recovery value. That equipment today will come into 4 main facilities. It'll come into our Oregon facility, our Texas facility, our Wisconsin facility, and our New Hampshire facility. The materials are inventoried and then broken down for the materials to be reused and recovered. The business-to-business service that we provide for, how do I want to say this? URT provides electronic recycling services to our corporate clients as well. Many times equipment cannot be reused. It's damaged, it's out of date, it needs to be destroyed. Through our process technology, through dismantling, through shredding, through data destruction, we bring equipment in, we inventory it, we break it down into reusable materials, whether it's plastic, glass, metal, or other components. Everything is broken down and reused.
Great. Let's talk about consumer containers. We launched the program April 2nd of this year. For an example, with the Rockford containers, we've been collecting about 65,000 pounds per container a month. Maybe we can talk about how we're partnering with retail partners like convenience stores that are interested in serving their customers with a value-added option for free recycling.
Okay.
But something about the consumer free recycling.
Okay. In April of this year, we began a new program called our Container Recycling Program. We actually provide 20-foot collection containers at our partners' sites, whether it is a convenience store, a retailer, a municipality. These containers are brought on site and allow consumers the ability to drop off electronics equipment for free. Well, the service that does is actually draws consumers into the place of business, in this case a convenience store, where they can drop off their electronics and then continue on for fueling up their vehicles or going in for some quick things within the store. The great thing about this program is it allows consumers free access to a collection program. Many communities have a one-time a year or twice a year program where they have a collection drive, a collection event where you can drop off at a specific time, a specific place, your old and unwanted electronic equipment. The great thing on the container program is this is a program that runs throughout the year. So our consumers, when they generate that old piece of electronic equipment, they go to the store, they buy a new television, they have to have something to do with their old unit they've pulled off the shelf, they can run it down to a convenient location, to their local retailer, their local convenience store, even their local municipality facility. Drop it off when it's beneficial to them. They don't have to put it in the garage or put it in the basement and let it sit, collect dust, or become a problem or a nuisance. They can run it down at their availability, at their convenience, and get rid of it and know that the material is going to be handled properly. In some cases, as we've started out in convenience stores, in a 1-month period, we've collected over 60,000 pounds in that month, which is a tremendous program to see start. The ability to
Started, which is a tremendous.
Yeah, the collecting 60,000 pounds a month is tremendous to see the amount of consumers taking advantage of the program, and it really shows URT that the program is needed throughout the state.
Was that ours or is that yours?
I think it was your iPad or your tablet.
I guess I didn't even know this thing was.
Yeah, no, I don't know. I thought it was the BS meter going off or something.
I don't know how to turn it. There we go.
Maybe we should give Kelly's Market a bump. Maybe we should say, for example, in the Rockford area, we partnered with Kelly's Market.
In April of this year, URT partnered with Kelly's Market in Rockford to place containers at their convenience stores. This program has been a tremendous success from day one. In the first month alone, Kelly's Market collected over 60,000 pounds of unwanted electronic equipment at their convenience stores and provide a valuable resource to the residents of the Rockford area.
Perfect. Now let's just do one more line on containers. The container program offers numerous benefits. keeping hazardous materials out of the waste stream, a free, convenient, easily accessible point for consumers, and increases the traffic of our partner locations. Just something.
One question.
Yeah.
When you say in April this year, that kind of
Oh, yeah.
Which year?
dates the
Video.
video. So I don't know if
In
you want
April
to
of 2013, yeah.
Yeah.
Can we redo that one?
Can you just edit out the 2013, or edit out of this year and just in
Yeah.
April?
Or yeah, or just
that
that we
work?
partnered with, yeah.
Yeah.
Just,
Or we,
Yeah,
we
I can
partnered
edit
with,
out.
yeah.
All right, just
I can edit
do-
out the,
all right, just do the Kelly's Market again.
Okay.
if you would like, or else
Yeah,
I
I
can
know,
edit
I
it
know.
out.
I just won't say the same thing again. I never.
That's okay. No, that was perfect, but I mean, yeah.
Yeah. In April, URT partnered with Kelly's Market in Rockford to provide containers at their convenience stores. From day one, this program was an amazing success. In the first month alone, Kelly's Market collected over 60,000 pounds of unwanted electronic equipment. The great benefit to their customers and to the community of Rockford is it keeps all this unwanted electronic equipment out of the landfill. Electronic equipment has hazards that, if it's put in the landfill, can cause leaching of heavy metals and other concerns, so we want to keep this stuff out of the environment. It also provides a valuable resource for its customers. Having a drop-off place for electronics drives customers to their location and is a great benefit to the citizens of their area.
Great. I know we're not using that word internally, but it's really resonating with the media and other
Okay.
folks to understand what the recycling centers are. So maybe we can say part of, something along the lines of part of Universal Recycling Technology's new initiative is creating recycling embassies, within the communities that we serve, and these embassies.
Okay. One of the new initiatives Universal Recycling Technologies have promoted is an embassy approach to providing services and education to communities to which we serve. These embassies really are not only just a collection point for electronic equipment, but it's also an educational outreach. Bring people in to educate them on why it's important to recycle electronic equipment, what you can find within electronic equipment, whether it's heavy metals like lead and cadmium and mercury, why it's important to recycle these things, how to keep them out of the landfill, and really the overall benefits to the community and the environment for doing things the right way. As we kick off these embassy programs throughout the U.S., we'll be working with communities to bring in school kids to educate them, to allow people to stop in just to view and get some education literature, and really just to be a good community partner.
Great, that's great. All right, let's move on to Universal. Let's talk about URT's Universal Waste Services, touching on bulk and waste secure.
Okay. Universal Recycling Technologies provides universal waste services to customers throughout the U.S. Universal waste really is a category identified by fluorescent lamps and batteries, mercury-containing thermostats and switches, as well as herbicides and pesticides. Our focus is really on fluorescent lamps, batteries, and along with that, lighting ballast. Lamps contain mercury, and mercury needs to stay out of the environment. We provide a recycling service that brings fluorescent lamps in and through technology that we design and build ourselves, processes those lamps to separate out and remove all the mercury, so the mercury is captured and can be recovered and reused, creates a glass byproduct where the glass can be reused in aggregate and in insulation, and also for some aluminum scrap metal that can be recovered. It's a wonderful program, whether it is a box of fluorescent lamps that you generate once a year, or a trailer load of lamps that you generate when you're relamping an entire facility, like at a university level or a corporate place of business. Universal Recycling Technologies has a program really to meet the needs of all our customers. So the wonderful thing about that is we don't have a program that one size fits all. And the benefit to our customers is that no matter what you have, we have a program that suits your needs. The Waste Secure program that we have is a package program service for those clients that have facilities across the U.S., but they generate fluorescent lamps in very small quantities. You may only generate a box of fluorescent lamps a year. You receive an empty box, a Waste Secure box at your location. As the lamps go out, you remove them from service, you place them in the box. When the box is full, you tape it up, you hand it to the FedEx delivery person, and it's shipped back to our location. We receive it and we track all the information online. The lamps are processed so the hazards are recovered and doesn't cause any harm to the environment. And from a corporate perspective, you have a long-term tracking system to validate that you have an extensive program for managing your lighting waste, and you can provide the tracking needs to any regulatory body that asks. For those clients that generate large quantities bulk services, we provide logistics services, we provide packing services, as well as we allow customers to bring in full loads of fluorescent lamps, and to our facility, we'll inventory, receive, and process those lamps and send you out a certificate of destruction so you can be rest assured the material was processed correctly.
How about lamp equipment? This would be a completely separate thing. I don't know how we would use this yet, but let's talk a little bit about the equipment.
Okay. Universal Recycling Technologies designs and manufactures lamp recycling technology to process large quantities of fluorescent lamps. Whether you're servicing customers with 4-foot, 8-foot, U-shaped CFLs, this technology is designed to process all types of fluorescent lamps. The technology has been around for 20 years with our first design. The great thing about the machines that all the machines that have been sold so far are still in service, with some exceeding 20 years of operation. They're designed to be run continuously. These machines run 2 to 3 shifts a day, processing millions of lamps each and every year, consistently day in and day out. They're a straightforward approach where the lamps are fed in on a conveyor. They're crushed under negative pressure, so no harmful elements are released. Materials then are sorted. The mercury and phosphor powders are recovered. The glass is clean so it can be reused, as well as the aluminum end caps then can be resold as a scrap metal. The program has worked wonderfully throughout the United States, Canada, and equipment has been sold as far as in England. The program is something that continues to grow as CFLs become more prevalent within the United States. We've designed new technology and attachments to the equipment that we can process bulk CFLs to meet the needs of each and every customer.
Great. How about commodities?
How about commodities?
Yeah.
I
what should
like
we say about
commodities.
commodities. Something that would be good for forward-facing about how, maybe something how we're vertically integrated or a full-service provider. We offer a competitive commodities program. We could even target it at the folks we're reaching out to, sort of those like mid-level recyclers, and do a separate piece.
Okay. One of the newest markets URT has ventured into is processing of commodities. We work primarily with other recyclers to receive their components that they stripped off through electronic waste or materials they've collected from their customers. And we bring it in and we process it through our shredding technology, and we actually pay customers. I don't like how that's we actually pay in some cases. So one of the new programs URT has developed is a commodities program where we're actively seeking commodities from other recyclers throughout the U.S. Whether it's low-grade boards, it may be printers or other peripheral equipment, we pay other recyclers and other partners for that material. We bring it into our Janesville, Wisconsin facility, and the material is processed then through our shredding technology, separating the plastics and metals and other components to the highest value possible. The benefit to our customers that we can pay a very high value for those materials that are shipped into our facility, because we can recover the highest value through our technology. Sounds a little better.
Great. Let's do a line about URT has facilities across the nation, and then let's list them out. I almost want to go as far as then having you do one line each for, visit URT Janesville at, visit Clackamas at. How do you feel about that? Because then we could use that at the tail end of location-specific videos.
What do you mean?
Let's start with the
visit at.
and we'll give the address. Like if we do one by one.
Oh,
but
God.
first, I know. But first, why don't we?
I'm gonna have a hard time remembering this address, let
know.
alone New Hampshire's address.
How about first we just do URT offers facilities across the nation,
Okay.
including, and we'll just list the states or the cities.
All right. URT offers recycling facilities throughout the United States, including Clackamas, Oregon, which is a suburb of Portland, Fort Worth, Texas, St. Paul, Minnesota, Janesville, Wisconsin. No, I'm missing one.
Dover.
No, isn't there? Oh, I was thinking New York. I'm sorry.
Bennington, yeah. Okay.
All right. Universal Recycling Technologies has facilities across the United States, including Clackamas, Oregon, Fort Worth, Texas, 2 facilities in Janesville, Wisconsin, Binghamton, New York, and Dover, New Hampshire.
Did you get Minnesota? I need a whiteboard or something.
Yeah, we'll just get rid of St. Paul. Or
Okay. We could just do state if you want.
yeah, maybe that will be a little easier.
Wisconsin,
All right.
Texas, yeah, New Hampshire. Okay, we'll try that one.
Universal Recycling Technologies is a nationwide provider of electronic recycling with facilities in Oregon, Minnesota, Texas, Wisconsin, New York, and New Hampshire.
All right. Do you want to do a visit us line, or do you want to save that for more intense video?
I want to save that because these lights are getting a little
All right,
warm.
okay.
Yeah, I
Do you
was
want to
gonna
take a
say,
breather?
I'm getting warm and I'm not even
Yeah.
behind
Do you
them.
want to take a like a
Well,
little
what
break?
more do we have to?
Let's see here. Okay, let's
I
just
guess I
talk-
feel like it hasn't gone too bad, so I don't
No,
want to
you're
push
good.
it.
No, you're good. Okay, all right, how about 2 more things, and that's all I'll ask. Let's have you talk about processing.
Okay.
And then I think it might be neat to also have you do something on our cell phone fundraiser where we can give back money to a nonprofit, because we could do just a short little video for the market area managers on that. So first, let's just talk about how, just for educational purposes, how electronics are processed.
Okay.
So,
At Universal Recycling Technologies, it's very important to ensure materials are processed correctly. For each and every customer, we follow the same practice. Materials are received at our facility, they're inventoried, they're weighed, and they're tagged with a barcode system to track the material throughout our operation. Once the material is inventoried, it's taken over to our processing area where the materials are broken down into individual commodity components. Plastics are removed, metals are separated, glass is removed and then cleaned. These are done to ensure the materials can have the highest value recovery and that no materials end up going to a landfill.
great. I was going to say, let's do a little ending to that. Watch our online processing facility tour. Watch our online tour to learn more, or to see the process firsthand. Something
Okay.
like that.
Watch our online processing video at, or do we have an at?
It'll
Or-
be wherever they're
okay.
at ideally, because they'll either be on the YouTube channel or
Okay.
it'll be in our web video area.
So for more information on our processing capabilities, watch our online video.
You're right, though. I'm so sorry. Let's add at the Universal. No, it's going to be. We're changing our name to at urtrecycles.com, because that's going to be our new domain. So,
Okay.
okay.
At urtrecycles.com, you can watch more. At urtrecycles.com, you can watch a video for further information on our processing technology.
All right. Well, do you want to do the cell phone? Okay, we'll skip it. We will set up more time for the next thing. I have lots of things I still want you to do. We're going to do them next.
Okay.
You're good. Is there anything you think we should redo?